Alrighty, so back from a little bit of a break, and let's go ahead and crack into the top fives of underrated animes. What is your number five there, EDA?
It'll be a good one.
Sorry, my hand's starting.
No.
What?
Wait, what?
I know what
There's a face in my hand.
Dude.
What?
Okay, I honestly don't get this. What the fuck?
Parasite.
Parasite.
It's another.
Wait, is it meant to look Trey or no?
No, I only have as an honorable.
It's on my list.
Oh.
Yes, it's another horror one, but this time mix in a healthy amount of The Thing, because
It literally is the thing.
dude, God Almighty, this is terrifying. Basically, thousands of alien parasites rain down on Earth one night, and they start taking over human bodies, mainly because they enter the brain. And one poor, I don't know if it's lucky or unlucky guy, only got it in his hand because he had earplugs in.
Yeah.
Nick that night. So now his hand is a sentient creature. Now they're just trying to survive. All of a sudden, he's gone through a Spider-Man-like transformation. He's stronger, he's faster, he's more alert, and he can do some pretty messed up stuff with his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it? The first or second episode when that chimera dog.
Episode 2.
Yeah, thank you. Episode 2. That chimera dog just bursts out and starts flying and chasing him. Yeah, that'll give you some nightmares.
Yep.
And I mean, you think of these creatures as just monsters, but they actually do have a softer side to them. I mean, it's buried underneath blades and metal and blood, but some of them are softer. Not that motherfucker with 10 in him, that's for sure. No, that guy is terrifying. But yes, it's a complete story. The world is amazing. Shinichi and Migi are, ironically, the greatest couple in the show, mainly because they're joined at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God, this is one of those shows that got a reboot, and makes me very happy I was around for this reboot. Parasite.
Definitely Parasite. I'm going to be talking about that soon.
Oh, man.
Go ahead there, Kev. Who do you have on your top five?
Okay, well, respect, Nicholas. And I wanted to say this in Anime Wars, but a certain someone wasn't here. Trey, show your face.
Okay.
Fuck you. I'm gonna give you Shimei style second blade after a score.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh.
Not surprised there.
I should have prepared myself for this, but I don't have any liquor.
That's what you said.
Don't drink yourself, Trey. Let me just do that. Let me just fight this for you.
All right.
Oh, no.
In all
I got my
seriousness.
sunbucks already.
All right. Okay. Yes, Chivalry of Failed Knight, in terms of a main character, Iki is better than Ayaka. I'm not going to deny that. However, what Asterisk 4 does better is storytelling and world building, okay? I mean, this series, it has an interesting premise, you know? A meteor called Invertia crashed on Earth, magic was unleashed, and now there are humans called Genestella, who each have magic in them, or prana. And then we get an academy called Rika, a literal city, an island city, with 6 different schools: Sadokon, Arlecon, Galardworth, Geelong, Revwolf, and Queenvale. And one kid named Aito Amagiri joins the school, and he has a fateful. Okay, no, it's not a fateful encounter. It's just a funny ass encounter when he sees a handkerchief and meets Ulysses Lexia von Riesfield in her underwear. I don't know what's up with these harem shows that want to introduce characters in their undies, but you know what? To each their own. Okay, look. Yes, the show is cliche. I am not going to deny that. However, this show actually is entertaining once you get past the fan service, because apparently Trey can't because he has to drink himself while watching it. But I like the characters. A lot of the characters actually are pretty interesting. Aito, while he's basic, he actually has a goal, okay? He didn't have a goal before, and now he does. So you got to respect him for that. You know, he wanted
Not be
to know
basic.
What'd you say, Trey?
Is his goal to not be basic?
I don't know. Is it Yuji's objective to kill himself? I don't know.
Dude.
Okay. But let me continue in all seriousness. Euless, she's a tsundere, yes, but I like her character. You know, her motivation to try to, yes, get money, but to help her country. That's good. Saya Sasamiya, she's an adorable little package of weapons, because holy shit, the amount of guns she has is crazy. Yeah, she's thirsty for Aito, but you know, she does try to endorse her father. Kirin is an adorable little girl who wants to, you know, have her own goal while also passing on the tradition of her father's sword. By the way, fuck her uncle. And then we got other characters like Yabagi. He's a funny side character who is a ninja, which is funny. Claudia.
Meh.
Lester, you know, he's the big muscular guy who has a soft spot. And as we get more into the series, we learn about the other schools. You know, like Rev Wolf being a fucking prison. And, like, seriously, they lock students up for just doing the littlest shit. Like, that's crazy. Galard Wolf, we get guys that are like more royal knights. We get Zhilong, who are all kung fu fighters, who are led by a girl that's not even 10 years old. Like, what the fuck? Like, and then we got robots, and then other things. And I just like, okay, this show is weird, but I like it. You know, as basic as the story can be, like, we do get great animation. Like, the fights were, honestly, Trey, even you have to admit, some of the fights are actually pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Okay, like, okay, Aito vs. Irie was good. Actually, what I actually liked was Lester versus Irie, because we actually see him pushing her. I like that. I like their fight against the goddamn fucking twins, who are fucking annoying.
I actually like the twins.
They were kind of pieces of shit, but okay. But,
I know, but they were like competent.
Oh my god, Trey. You just should die. All right, anyways, just H5 was interesting, and then after the Phoenix Festival, by the way, that was a great tournament arc. That was a good tournament arc. We get more world building. We get more of these other characters. We get villains like Ophelia. Holy shit, she is OP. And then we just see other characters. Like, it sucks that we only get 2 seasons, but still, we get 2 seasons of exploration. Awesome action. Yes, fan service, okay? But if we get a season 3, I heard there's a lot of good stuff that happens in the manga.
Yes, there is, dude. You gotta read it.
I will if I can find it, because goddamn. And there's a spin-off, okay, about an underdog, and it is also good. So yes, it is a basic harem show, but I like it. Good characters, good animation. The soundtrack is bopping though. Like, I've noticed that a lot of our lists have underrated anime that have fucking amazing soundtracks.
Oh yeah, hugely.
But yes, so that's pretty much it. Asterisk War deserves season 3, as well as
Nice.
Season Night and needing a season 2. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
All
There,
right,
Trey.
so
Now you can bash on me, okay, Trey?
I don't know. Let's get into this first. We talked about underrated animes with bopping openings, endings, and just overall great soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
This is a superhero one.
No.
Lay out a mighty roar. Tiger and Bunny.
Oh,
Oh, Kevin!
Kevin!
Oh yeah.
I'm actually moaning in pain because I landed on my knees hard. Like, oh! I can understand, but oh!
Brandon, go on. Let Kevin suffer in pain.
Let us enjoy this one. Let us enjoy Kevin's stuff.
JoJo should be canceled! Okay.
Yes, guys. Tiger and Bunny. This show came out before My Hero Academia.
Yeah, fuck you, my
And-
hero.
And just, I'm gonna be honest, My Hero is great. It's a fantastic show, but Tiger and Bunny is just, it's mature. It's a more mature style of superheroes. And to be quite frankly honest, like I kind of, this is probably before or after I rewatched Boys. Tiger and Bunny really definitely have that same mentality. Like all the heroes are basically they want to have ratings. They want to have they want to make themselves look good. It's not really there for the hero business. Until we get the main duo.
Oh.
Oh, the main duo are just so good. Guys, one of them is basically just a carefree, oblivious idiot, but another one is just a calm, collected. But he knows what's right and wrong, and that shows with a lot of like some of these heroes. You actually see that it's starting to click. There is a sense of an ideal of being a hero. It's not for the fame. It's not for the money. It's not for like just getting the paparazzi. That's with all that, but. God damn, it was so good. As soon as I saw and then I heard about the movie and I saw the movie.
Oh my god.
That movie was great, and we are getting a season 2.
Yes, after 8 years. Yes.
It's fantastic. Blue Rose is my waifu in that show.
Yes!
Blue Rose,
Yes!
awesome.
Yes.
Just everything about this show is just. Plus, it's just a pretty freaking hilarious product placement, like some guy like with Pepsi, and like sometimes with Apple, and sometimes with like I know like McDonald's has been used, but there is like another McDonald's kind of thing in there. They have like I'm pretty sure like for a brief second there was like some kind of like copyright Costco or whatever.
Yeah, but also in the movie, there's Domino's.
Yes, there is.
I thought Kogia season pizza was one thing. Jesus Christ.
Dude, guys, if you're into like the more like realistic style of being a like hero and like maybe have similar vibes like DC, that's basically what Tiger and Bunny is. My Hero Academia is a fun adventure. Then they have a joke that they're based on the Marvel, and that's why Tiger and Bunny it feels like DC. It feels like it was dragged down because My Hero came out after that and it just took the world by storm. But like DC, Tiger and Bunny is actually getting that popularity back. It's getting that fan base it needs. That's why I think it's so underrated of a superhero one. That's why I had to put it here at number 5. It deserves top 5 status.
I'm going to talk about more, but Brandon, give me.
Aw.
God damn, why'd you break me emotionally?
Finally went
And
Kevin
Nate, what do you
emotional.
got, man?
Well, about time I finally get to dive into my childhood for this one. We all know about Digimon and all that, but
No.
there is one that nobody ever talks about.
Yes.
Digimon Frontier.
Yes. Power Rangers meets Digimon. Yes.
Yes.
Forever united as one Digimon. Oh my god, that opening was hype.
Yes.
That opening alone, it was amazing. And the fact that it actually broke the classic Digimon openings trend, you know they're going in a different direction.
I mean, like the Digimon openings already are good, but if you keep using it, it gets stale. But
Yes, definitely. And I love the concept of it. It's basically a what-if scenario. What if, instead of the humans teaming up with Digimons, what if the Digimons and humans were able to transform? And they nailed that concept. I honestly love it. I remember watching this first as a kid. It was first that one, and then it was like the original Digimon.
Here's a quick like something that I just remembered. I think Digimon Frontier is definitely the first one to nail this concept, but did we not get it like kind of an alteration, like just like a little taste of it in the previous Digimon series with like Gallantmon and some of the other ones like that?
Yeah, a bit of it. And also, I definitely love the casting for this one. Like, we got Takia, who is pretty much the stereotypical male lead, who was pretty much hot-headed. We also had Koji, who was honestly my favorite character out of all the Digidestins, the freaking lone wolf of the group. We also have Zoe, who is pretty much the only female out of everyone. We got TJ, who is a bit of a dork, but a guy with a heart. We got Tommy, who was very young. And oh my god, Koichi. Whew. And it's freaking Crispin Freeman voicing Koichi. That's... And I had to give props to like most of the voice acting and some of the Digimons. Most of them are pretty cool. I definitely love the Garuru and Loamon lineup. Both of them were just like very good. And even some of the evil Digimons, like even though some of them are evil, some of them have a bit of a good intent in a way. Well, some more than others.
in like the in a different way that we think, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think the one episode that I personally find really, really messed up is when the Digidestineds fought Duskmon.
Oh.
And
yeah.
Takio got PTSD during that.
Oh, dude, like this show really fucks with you, man. Like,
Dude, hugely. I mean, Duskmon was probably one of the most effective villains they had in that series.
Exactly, and that was just like affected. I wish they had more of Duskmon, in my opinion. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, because Koichi, he wasn't that interesting in character, but still, wow, Nate. Wait,
Yeah,
who's
like
the
I
one?
don't hate Koichi, but I still think that he works in a way. It's kind of shame that he didn't get much screen time.
Yeah, because he got.
Plus, I think that the ending of Digimon Frontier, it may not be as sad as season 1, but it's still very touching, and it actually ends up with the characters just finally having some good resolution, overcoming their previous struggles, actually becoming better people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna admit that the original ending of Digimon, I fucking cry every time I watch it.
I know that was just sad. And nothing against the original Digimon, it is great, but I finally remember Digimon Frontier a bit more. It had a great opening, it had a great cast. I love some of the references from the original seasons in a way. And I definitely loved some of the humorous moments in there, especially with the hamburger episode.
Oh my god.
God.
Remember the beach episode when they go into Zoe's get? It's like,
Oh,
and then when they're changing, she's there like, get out!
it's like, yo, what comes around goes around.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my number 5. Digimon Frontier,
Oh.
definitely one of my childhood shows.
Nate.
Dude.
But okay, let's all say our favorite armored Digimon evolution from that show. I'm gonna say Burning Greymon. That was my favorite.
Where Garurumon for me.
Where Garurumon?
Yes,
Uh,
Brandon. Yes.
Okay.
War Greymon.
Well, I meant from Frontier, but oh well, whatever. Go ahead.
Whatever, man. Nikki, what do you got, man?
Jaeger Loemon? I don't know.
Fuck.
Go on,
Gurlana?
go on your number 5, dude.
Anyway, aside from Digimon, for my number 5, so epic, so hip. I love it. Afro Samurai is my number 5.
Oh
Yes!
Samurai.
Hey, are you here? He's not here. Damn it.
Damn.
No worries.
Oh,
Afro
we'll
Samurai.
come later.
I love it. And there are times when I wished, like, yes, I mean, I definitely liked it that they made it into 2 movies, but I wish that, and also it had its own video game, but I wish that maybe, like, for the first movie, they would have made, like, a little mini-series out of it so we can see the progression, but they put it all into one movie, which I still liked as well, but it would be cooler if they also made it into a series, but Afro Samurai, I don't know why, I just love how they like mix the genres together. It's samurais, but you have some gunfights, but then you also have some hip hop, like street music added to this. It's like you never expect this combination, but it's like, oh, they worked so well. Like, and I just loved everything they put in it. It's like, yes, there was, like I said, there's sword fighting, there's gunfighting, and there's some fights with some mechs and some ninjas. It's like, oh my gosh, you get every mix of all this. Like, it's like a buffet of like rap music and sword fighting. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so
The
good.
fact that you cut Samuel L. Jackson as the
Jackson.
main character.
Oh yeah, to
For
basically have
both
him.
characters.
No, yeah, basically the character that was voiced by Samuel M. Jackson is pretty much a conscience wandering around. It's like, yes, you already see kind of like, that's also the fun part, like, because when you're watching it for the first time, you don't know if this person is real or if it's the main character's, like PTSD. But because of like we understand more about these two, like we get to have sympathy for this person because they had a pretty grim life, because in this world, apparently to be the
Headband.
best, you have to wear a headband. The one headband saying like, oh, you're number 1. You're pretty much God in that case. And number 2 headband is like, oh, I'm gonna challenge that.
Oh shit!
Afro's
Afro
father.
Samurai?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's talking
Afro
about
Samurai.
Afro Samurai.
Yeah, sorry, my mom called. Keep going, Nick.
You're good.
Oh, it's okay. No, Afro Samurai is my number 5. But yeah, no, it's just pretty much Afro had a grim life because his father was decapitated right in front of him, and now he wants to take down against Justice, which is ironic because that's the name of the guy who killed his father, so he wants to get revenge on justice. I don't know. But it is just so cool, and I just love it that because because it's like and for me it's like a classic anime samurai movie. It's so fun to watch, just like in the earlier days when we were watching like the black and white samurai movies. It was so fun to watch. It's like you get to see the sword fighting, you get to see the two characters like fight each other. It's like it's simplistic, but it's so much fun. I mean, I don't know why this anime may not have a lot of talk now and then, but I think it's still fun. Yes, it's very grim and dark, especially during the ending of it, but it's still fun to watch. I would recommend watching this if you're into that kind of shit. So, number 5, Afro Samurai.
Nothing personal.
Eternal
Just
respect.
for
Revenge.
Eternal.
Nothing personal. It's just,
Eternal.
in that voice, the way he says it, I love it.
Nikki.
Dude, yes. Number 5s have been so good.
Well, except
They
for my
got
5.
Trey.
Trey got back. Okay, go ahead, Trey.
All right. So, fun fact: did you know lizards can eat gyoza?
Oh, don't no, don't tell me.
Oh, dude, yes.
No.
Dodo, hey Dodo.
Oh,
No, I'm
Doro.
out.
I want to high five you, man.
I know. Look, okay. This came out around the same time as Beastars in the same vein. The reason why I'm comparing the two is they're both fully CGI.
Yep.
But I feel like Dora uses that CGI in a way that rivals, if not surpasses, Beastars in a bit.
It does. It really does.
Because it's like, I was not expecting the introduction to be a man trapped inside of a lizard's head as some blonde chick beats the living shit out of his friend. And when the dude gets out of the lizard's head, he says, I don't know who you are. The lizard's kind of like, oh, okay. And just dives into pieces. Awesome introduction. But the reason why I'm saying it's underrated is because no one is saying anything about it, and it's pissing me off.
I agree. Why is no one talking about it?
It's a fun show.
It's a unique
Exactly.
concept.
And it literally inspired me to start reading more of the manga. And although its art is a bit tough to keep up with at times, its concept and mystery is very much enthralling. Heck, Dorohedoro actually inspired Chainsaw Man. Like, the author of Fujimoto himself admitted that Chainsaw Man is just a fusion of Dorohedoro and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I'm just disappointed. Like, I honestly hope we're gonna get a season 2 because like it ended on a cliffhanger in season 1.
Well, there is
Yeah.
talk. There is talks in it, and we are possibly going to get a season 2.
Thank God. And the voice actor for the English sub of Kainen, he's the same sub actor as Okuyasu from
Yes.
Adventures in
I was
Dungeons.
so happy when I heard his voice. Like, hey, Okayasu.
So it's like this show could offer a lot of opportunity for certain voice actors that can deserve more credit, introduce concepts that should be honest to God explored more. I mean, this is a sign-in horror mindfuck, and this deserves more attention.
It does.
Oh.
Plus,
Trey.
Jeremy Lee as Noi.
Oh,
Yes.
Trey. That the girl in that series, the one that's with Kaido, she's definitely waifu material.
Damn right. Nikaido is her name.
Kaido. Alrighty. I am curious on number 4s, guys.
Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting.
The hype is starting to rise. What do we got there, EDA?
What?
You guys ever listen to that LL Cool J song, Mama Said Knock You Out?
Huh?
Mama said knock you out.
It's a boxing one.
Oh, I know what it is. Yes, it's better than that other show that Trey talked about. Yes, talk about it.
Is it?
Megalo Box.
Yeah,
Oh, Megalobox.
yeah.
I almost said Megalodon. It's like, no, that's a shark.
For a second there, I thought we were gonna say Hajime no Ippo.
No. I don't know that one.
Damn it.
God damn. Yes. After what happened, yes, I needed to hear this.
Go ahead, man.
I am not a big sports anime person. Okay, I don't really like it, but this is one of those few exceptions where you go yes, because wow, it's basically set in a world where boxing is like the sport. Only they amplify it with the gears, which is basically just metal arm frames that boost power. And it's become kind of like you got the newest one, you got the best one, you got to win. And right, main character is this guy named Joe, or Junkyard Dog, when he starts, who basically loses every fight on purpose because that's how rigging works, despite him having the most talent out of everybody. And then there's just that build up to the final fight, and dear God, was that worth the watch. That fight between him and Yuri, excellent. And then we get to season 2.
Oh, dude, season 2 was a step above.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that was even possible. But they did it. They actually did it. That's an amazing. This whole thing is basically a tribute to those Hajime, those punching ones, those earlier Boxer Joe animes and stuff, and very nicely done. It's a classy show, but yeah, remind me never to get in a boxing ring with one of those guys.
No kidding. You would die.
We would all die like
Literally.
in 10 seconds.
Like, wow.
I hope they last at least a minute.
We wouldn't even last a round. And the fact that Joe makes it all the way to the finals with the gimmick of no gear basically means it's all skill, no fancy AI, no extra punching power. He's just kicking ass as a normal dude, and that is awesome. Yeah, that's my number 4.
Dude, you know what, Nicholas? I'm also gonna continue that because I want to see Nomad because I heard it's amazing. Wow.
Go ahead, Kev.
Just a heads up, it is slightly depressing, Kevin.
Dude, I watched Charlotte. I'm used to depression.
And you watch Warlord, so yeah.
That is true. Okay. All right. Nate, Brandon, Trey.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Faust! Yep.
Oh,
No guns.
Oh, God, live.
Yeah.
that'll be your top 3, but
It
wow.
was, but then another series took over. They didn't
Oh
even-
wait, I actually forgot to tell Brandon and Nate this. Shit, I forgot his name. Oh wait, no, wait.
No.
God damn, I forgot the main character's name from No Guns.
Juzo.
Left.
Juzo Inouye.
All right, Juzo meets Motoko Kusanagi in her standard outfit.
Basically a Ghost in the Shell main protagonist. Yeah, he's gonna
Yes.
die of embarrassment.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yes, but okay. I am shocked at how depressing, underrated, and cool the show is. I mean, first of all, the idea of extended existing in society is awesome. Just these people who have like pretty much gear on their bodies. It's like in a way Megalobox, except it's different uses, and that's just automatically that's cool. And just the cyberpunk-esque feel of the whole show just felt nice. I liked it. Juzo, automatically, the first episode, I loved him because his design's awesome, his attitude's cool, his weakness to women is hilarious, and the fact that I'm sorry, Nicholas, I'm spoiling if you're gonna watch him one day. He punches a train. Okay, he doesn't have a power up. He just uses his signature attack and fucking derails that shit. And I was like, okay, where's the show gonna go? And it went in a very dark place. Okay?
Oh, it did.
Just Juzo, he's an amazing protagonist. He has such complexity. Like, he may seem like an asshole, but people know he's a good guy deep down. He's just tough. Tetsuro, while he was kind of
It
annoying,
was
in a way,
kind of a bit of like a pushover.
yes, but
You guys
season
develop.
season 2 just, oh man. And also the fact that Trey reminded me that Tetsuro went through a lot of shit. Like, he lost his vocal cords, he got tortured. Like, god damn, that's fucked up. But I love his interactions with Juzo. They're hilarious, especially when he took over his body. Mary, oh my god, Mary's awesome.
Yeah, Mary's adorable.
She's a kick-ass woman who is willing to just.
I want to see a meeting between Mary and Winry now. That will be amusing.
Oh no. Okay, but Nate, when you watch season 2, there's something about Mary that you're gonna laugh at.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Olivier was a interesting love interest for Juzo, even though she keeps opening that thing that stinks. And I love how depressingly dark this show can get. I mean, when Juzo unlocked his rage mode, when we learned about the whole thing with Colt. By the way, rest in peace, Colt. God damn, that episode was sad. But then season 2. Oh my god. When we learn more about Juzo's past, what happened to the other Gunslaver units? Holy shit, Trey, you gotta watch the anime. I don't fucking care. I don't care if it's not part of the quiz. You gotta watch the anime because the way they adapt that is amazing. And just the fight scenes are so gruesome. Okay, like Juzo loses arms. He just keeps going in. Just the soundtrack's awesome. Like the opening one's alright. Opening 2 is amazing.
Yeah,
And
it
both
is.
endings are awesome. It sucks that this show has 2 seasons. It deserves a 3rd. And with the manga over, it has an opportunity to bring season 3. Because holy shit, I want to see more of Juzo. Because god damn, I want to see him smoke some cigarettes, eat some meat, get flirted by girls. I'm sorry, just the end of season 2 with that whole patch thing was hilarious. So yeah, No Guns Life deserves a season 3. Season 4, fuck, season 5, I don't care. Just give me more Juzo. That's my number 4.
I'm getting more
I'll-
people on the No Guns Life hype train.
Yeah, Nate just needs to feature season. Need to start season 2. Trey needs to watch season 2. Don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get around to season 2 eventually.
Okay, Nikki could watch it. Nicholas might watch it if he's curious. Yes.
Alrighty, my turn, huh?
Oh man. Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, what?
Yes.
He's getting into character.
Itosara! Yeah.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
Holy shit. I'm hyperventilating. Holy shit.
Guys, this anime is what I think of in like magic progressive, just underdog rising through the ranks story. It's great. The fight scenes are fantastic. Iki is just one of those characters that, like, I just feel like, oh well, he's just to be one of those stereotypical characters. No, he's not. The first fight we saw with him and Stella, it was actually, he full on tells her that he's not special. He doesn't have this power. But how he actually got into the academy, he worked for it. He developed his own technique.
Yes.
And that's basically what happens. He uses that, like we know with Ayato from Asterisk War, they have time limits. But Iki's is just, it pushes his balance, his senses to the maximum, where he can actually basically predict his opponent's next move. And guys, the anime's done like it was a book. There's like 3 acts per. It's like Act 1, Part 1, Episode 1 through 3, and then Act 3, Act 4. It's done like a book. It's perfect. It's great. Stella is basically pure waifu. I'm not talking about the sister, okay? Those bangers are hilarious, but no, that's too weird. That's too weird even for me. There's always this, like, and especially the art style from Iki versus Toka. That art style, guys. Jesus Christ.
Wait, they ended the fight in 1 minute to everyone, but the way they were moving so fast with one strike, it felt like a samurai traditional fight.
This is like, it's literally like a showdown, like you would think in like those, like, both, yeah, samurai films, but also like Western movies. Just like both of them know, one shot, one strike. That's all I need to reach over the top to win this fight. And Iki proposes to Stella right then and there.
I was like, yeah.
And plus, guys, the dub actress for Stella is also Ochako from My Hero Academia, and Hestia from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
It's hilarious.
Yes, does the show have fan service? Yes, it is. There's no beating around the bush. It has fan service. Let's just get over it. But I just love the characters. They have arcs. They have goals. They have all this progression. It's always Iki's a good character, but we don't need to have every fight revolve around him. I mean, we kind of got some of it with like when they do like side by side fights like with Iki and Stella in the fights, and of course, Iki's sister and Toka in that fight. That was also really damn good.
Oh yeah.
But also, I feel like it's also some of the other characters that actually befriend Iki, like the girl he was helping. That fight was actually, jeez, he got slashed.
Yeah, because I say cheated, but that was awesome.
But yeah, this anime deserves a season 2. It deserves at least one more season. I'll read the manga. I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens in the end. But all I know is that Chivalry the Failed Knight does more than what Asura's War can give me. And I may love both of them. And Asura's War is only not here because I already mentioned it before on my other anime wars because it's popular enough it got a season 2. It's just this one needs to have that. So that's why I had to put it here at number 4, my underrated anime list.
Respect.
Go ahead, Nate.
Well, number 4 is No Gun's Life.
Get out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm out.
What'd I miss?
I said my number 4 is No Gun's Life. I basically meant to link with Kevin. I've been
Oh,
holding
shit.
it in.
You know, it's especially the fact that you didn't finish season 2. That's what's making me like, wow. Like, I respect you, Nate. I really do.
First making Brandon walk away for having Batman the Animated Series at number 4, and now this with No Gun's Life.
Oh my god.
Move on before I murder you.
Okay, No Gun's Life. The first episode immediately got me invested in this series. A steampunk setting, a bit of a prejudice thing going on between like the humans and the. I'm trying to remember like the. Yeah. It actually shows that it can actually be quite deep, and my God, the villain faction though. Fuck those guys.
Oh yeah, dude, you'll see what happens with more in life with fundamentals in season 2.
What they did in season 1 already got me disgusted and all that, but thank God Juzo was there to give him the middle finger and give him a hard time. And I remember Trey mentioning this before, like, Juzo is like Hellboy in a way. Both of them are very nonchalant, both of them have that asshole-like attitude, but they both care. And I definitely love how, over time, Juzo does show to care more about, like, the other characters as well. Like, he does have, like, a close relationship with Mary, and he does care for Tetsuro.
It also feels like there's a theme of acceptance going on with his role as the machine hybrid that he kind of is at the, if that makes sense. Like, he's accepted his place as a weapon, but he can't really see himself as more than a tool, but the theme is to see himself as more than a tool.
Yeah. And I definitely love how his actions really shows that morality in a way. And even though it does lead to, like, funny banters, especially with his rivalry with Cronin. Juzo, did you just scratch my car?
Or
What? No, it was your fault for that swerve! Oh, man. And I definitely love how in each episode where we think, oh, this is like the big bad, it always throws you for a loop. It always shows like there's always a big mystery going on. And I definitely love that. And it actually showcased that this is one of those animes that can actually handle like a unique storyline very well. And season 1, oh man, the way that they ended off season 1, what a cliffhanger. I'm definitely looking forward to see what season 2 has to offer. I can't really add much since Kevin covered most of it. So yeah, No Gun's Life, that's my number 4.
go ahead, Nikki.
Okay.
What do you got?
Number 4. If there's one thing about isekais, what is it that they told you not to do? How to not summon a demon lord, which is my number 4.
Dude.
Whoa!
Nikki, I love you, man.
How to summon
mean-
a demon lord?
How not
Yeah,
to
that's
summon a
the Demon Lord
demon
is my
lord.
number
That is
4.
a funny ass show.
Huh.
I mean, it is funny. I love it because, I mean, yes, the main character is overpowered, but I just love the thing is that the character's flaw is that he gets nervous because pretty much he was summoned to this world by two female characters who tried to summon a demon lord and put them under his command. But because he's so overpowered, he countered their summoning ritual, and now
it was just that he has a ring that reflects curses and magic attacks to him. So
pretty much an anti-magic ring.
He basically turns her spell against them, and they become his servants.
Yeah, so he's like, I don't know what happened, but I'm a demon lord. And I mean, it starts out really funny. Of course, we get to understand more about the world, and then we get to see like the conflict between the humans and then apparently another army by the demon lords. And it was like, oh, I remember this is from the game, but I'm the only demon lord. And then I just like it when he fights against the enemies. It's like, wait, you're a demon lord? Huh? So it's funny, and I guess you could say it's a bit of a harem because yes, he's the main character. He gets all the girls' attentions, and he's forming a party with pretty much. We have the elfin
elfin
healer,
archer,
archer, yes, and then we have a beast summoner, I believe, and then
the Necronians was basically cat people. There's no beating around the bush, it's cat people, and I sound like a broken record, but that's also Jade Saxon playing that role.
I'm just saying, it was just a fun show to watch, and it's just like nice to see because I mean, in most of the isekais we know, like yes, they started fun, and then eventually they hit us with like, with a brick wall, like, oh, by the way, this is a fantasy world, but here's this and that and this and that. I mean, yes, Demon Lord does show that a little bit, but it's more on a mild tone because I think this is meant to be more on the lighter and funnier side of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I also definitely like the main character himself, Diablo, because like yes, although he is overpowered, there are times when he was backed into the corner by some enemies. It's like, oh, we're in the same level, I need to be cautious. Or when he gets serious, he thinks some of himself as the player is like, okay, I can do this and that. So there are some like character flaws, but it's nice to say like, oh hey, I'm not invincible, but hey, I can do this.
Have you seen season 2 yet?
I've seen bits of season 2, and I've seen him just defeat that demon lord and he just killed all of his threesome wives. But okay,
that was hilarious.
I don't know why this is not much to talk about, but I think I could be wrong. But I think it was released at the same time when the Shield Hero was up, and also when like more seasons of Slime and Overlord were coming out. I think it was released around that time.
It came out the same year when they announced Overlord season 3, and when Slime was in part 2 of season 1.
Yeah, so I think it's just because pretty much in that year is like an EA Sakai year. Like Diablo was not mentioned a lot because like don't get me wrong, like I love both the Slime and Overlord, but I think Diablo should deserve some attention as well. So like if Overlord is something you like the villain anime and something dark, and then Slime is sort of like a decent one. Diablo is somewhere in the middle. It's funny, but then it can also be a bit serious. So that's my number 4.
I applaud you on that one, buddy. Thank you. I love that series. Go ahead, Trey. What do you got for your number 4?
My number 4 is
Oh no.
You're laughing too.
No, coughing. Magical Girl Spec.
Asuka?
Asuka?
You're coughing on purpose, you bastard!
No, I'm not. I tried to get it out in one take.
Wait.
What?
Wait. You said this was a 6 out of 10 anime, and yet it is number 4. Oh, you know what? Just go.
Because it's not talked about. I rated these on how underrated these are. Nobody talks about this, so.
But continue, man. Okay, wow.
But I'm honestly glad you recommended this show to me because it brought me a lot of nostalgia. You see, some of the first couple manga I read, ironically enough, were dark magical girl parody types. Like I remember this one manga being like, like High School of the Dead, like a zombie apocalypse, except instead of zombies, it's evil magical girls raining down from the sky. So there's that. Then there was one called The Magical Girl Site, which I did not enjoy, but I still remember. But Magical Girl Spec Ups Asuka, I fucking love this. Like I just love the idea and concept of magic being militarized and weaponized in the modern day.
Mhm.
It's so good, and it creates this kind of equilibrium and balance. Because when it comes to fictional media, it's like conventional military and law enforcement, it gets pushed aside while the supernatural stuff takes priority. But this, it feels like it's balanced, you know? And I do kind of like the characters a bit. I like because like I said, I read up to the point where it's season 1 that was finished. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna say that the characters themselves, like they grab my interest, but there's not really any real standout favorites, but I can understand why people like them a lot, if that makes sense.
No, that does make sense, man.
Yeah. And the fucking fight scenes though. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. The art in Magical Spec Ops Oxyka is nothing unique. Like I've seen its art style a dozen times before in other manga, but the way the combat flows with this art style, it's fantastic, especially the gore. But despite all that, nobody talks about the show, of course.
Probably because they want to talk about the whole the prisk bitch and like the queen part.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yep. But it's like, it has all the things that normally should draw at least a male audience. You got guns, you got magic powers, you got hot girls being attracted to each other. It's like you should have a good large male audience for this.
I don't know why.
I'll tell you why. The only series people are talking about, Madoka Magica. That's the only Dark Magical series people care about.
Well, that magic
Oh
is
my
it's not even
God.
that dark. That's the problem.
Well, it's pretty dark, but still, it's.
It may be dark, but it's not as dark as some of the other animes we all have seen.
Yeah.
Exactly. But Spec Ops Asuka though, like, I'm not sure if season 2 was announced or not, or if there are talks of it.
Talks, just talks.
Talks. Yep, talks, of course. Either way though, I hope we get to see more of Miley Cyrus's anime.
God damn it.
Okay, I
Oh
knew
my
you were gonna say
God.
something to spite me for all the shit I've been saying. I knew it.
Oh my god, I just realized that me and Trey's number 4s are animes that Kevin recommended to us.
And you both enjoyed, so.
Wait until number 3, you're gonna really love it.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited to talk about my top
Alrighty.
pick.
We're going to the
Probably hurry.
bronze.
Yeah, we should
What
probably
do you
hurry
got
because
there,
it's
EDA?
There's really not much I can add to this. Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
Oh my god, he won up me and Brandon.
Wow.
I just love that fact that it actually feels like a real romance. You know, there's nothing forced about it. It actually feels like this genuinely could happen. I admire that. Yeah, there is some fan service. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the other one. No. Good fights. Wish we got more of it. Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
God damn.
Nice.
God damn.
Give.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. Guys, we got a problem. A spirit just appeared. Well, let's start our date. Yes. Date alive.
Wait, Brandon, is it a mental link?
No, it's not, but I think he's just happy that's here. You're happy, aren't you, buddy?
You know I'm fucking happy, man.
Okay. This is okay, I will say this. Technically, this is my last harem show. Because number 2 is also kind of harem, but I'll explain later. But this show, I did not think I would like it as much as I did. Like, holy shit. Like it seems like a dumb premise. Like you have to date these girls who are pretty much walking nukes to try to calm them down. But it works. Like Shido, he's a relatable protagonist. Like he doesn't know how to do this shit. Like he barely knows how to talk to girls and stuff. But when a spirit named Toka, who he later names Toka, comes and he's in the middle of it, he sees that there's something about her. So then his sister, who turns out to be the fucking commander of a government branch, which is, who knows, who's funny, just starts teaching him how to romance her. How does he romance? How does she teach him? Well, first, he has to play a dating sim. I am not kidding. The first episode ends with him playing the dating sim, and at episode 2, he completes it. And I'm just like, okay, what? What? Why do people like this show? And then,
I'm not surprised considering Josh Grell is voicing the main
oh yeah,
character.
Josh Girl, they're amazing as the character. And then he starts to learn about Toka. He starts to learn about the other spirits, and the only way to seal their power is with a kiss. So yeah, there's a lot of kissing in this show, but it's awesome. It's wholesome at times. Like Toka is my waifu queen. She's just adorable, badass, and just all around great. Yoshino and Yoshinon's a puppet. They're adorable too, although I'm not a lolly queen, so that's Trey's area. But then we get the best yandere, Kurumi Togisaki.
Kurumi Tokisaki.
Oh my god, dude! Like she wasn't a character I didn't think I liked. She's a character I'm just like, holy shit, she's like accelerated. She has this awesome character. And
How
that's the
crazy
season
would it be for those two to meet?
Death Battle. That was
Death
amazing.
Battle.
Then we get season 2, and we get more spirits. The Yamai sisters, Kaguya and Yuzuru, are hilarious. Miku, I really like Miku, even though she started out. Admittedly, she started out as a bitch, but she got better.
Oh yeah.
And then we get season 3, where we get introduced to Natsumi, who's hilarious. And then we just learn more about this lore about magic and stuff. You know how they use magic, how they do these funny moments where they're trying to get Shido to woo these girls. By the way, Shido, he's a great protagonist, honestly. Like, he's funny, but he also he really does want to help these spirits. Like, he wants to help them live because he sees them as people. Even though, yes, they can wipe out a city if, they have negative emotions. And holy shit, I thought Kurumi was bad. Then we get Isaac Westcott, the main villain.
Yep.
He is cold. He's just cold. He's willing to let one of his associates cut their arms off because they disobeyed him. And he just tells them, oh, if you want, I can heal it for you. And he has that cold exterior. And fun fact, his dub voice is the same one as Aizawa and Hinowa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Christopher McCamp.
Overall, the action scenes are great. The magic is amazing, and we are finally getting season 4. Yes. And I still need to finish Data Bullet, and Data Bullet needs a dub. Okay,
Yeah, it does.
It's hard to complain. All right, Alexis Tipton was amazing as Kurumi. So yes, guys, if you want a good harem show that actually has a plot that actually gives character development, that actually has good fan service, watch Data Live. It needs. Okay, both sub and dub are hilarious, but dub is just even more hilarious because of Josh Grell. Okay, you know what, Trey? I'm gonna make you watch it one day. Okay, so that's my number 3.
If I were to go to an anime
All right.
panel, I can't wait to be Josh Grell. I bet there are fun people.
Number 3, huh?
Oh boy.
Wait,
Let's begin our date.
Kevin has 2 mental links back to back.
Yeah.
you.
Dude, I literally changed. Here's the thing. I will be blatantly honest. Asterisk War was on this spot, but I know I already mentioned it on my Anime Wars Part 2, so I had to bring in another one I like the most.
Oh my
Stay
god.
Alive is this.
Brandon, I feel like we broke Kevin with those mental links. The surprise ones.
Dude, this harem show it's criminally underrated.
It is.
It's fan service, yes, because every harem show is fan service. Okay, there's no beating around the bush. There is fan service, but it's just the story. The story. That's the thing about a lot of the harem shows. It has a consistent story throughout the majority of it. Every spirit, every girl is likable, except Mana. Nobody cares about Mana. But it's just the whole idea of just learning about these characters, learning about their backstories, why they are spirits, why did they were they humans that accept spirit powers, or why are they spirits born with spirit powers? It's just so endearing, and it actually tugs at your heartstrings at some of it. Season 1 ending where we actually see the idea about Shido and Kotori's life 5 years ago when they lost their families. And season 2 was, of course, it was just wholesome when Shido actually calmed Toka down because she didn't know that he was dead or not. Plus, my best girl Miku is just so hilarious in the dub. It
Oh
made-
yeah.
my description made Nate broke in Waifu Wars 3.
Nate, if you watched it, if you fall in love with Miku, I'm gonna be like, Nate, oh my god, you motherfucker.
Who knows what might happen?
Because the cast is great. Josh Grohl does amazing as Shio Itsuka. Tia Fowler does a good job playing both Yoshino and Yoshinon. Michelle Goris is fantastic as Toka. Brittany Karbowski is great as one of the Yumai sisters.
Yep.
Jade Saxton is an awesome Miku. And of course, MVP Alexis Tipton plays the conniving but very endeared character Kurumi Tokasaki. It's just full of all these great actors, and the characters they play, they put themselves into it. It's amazing. The movie was fantastic. Data Bullet is a good spin-off, and the OVAs feel like actual episodes that you would see in the show. I cannot wait for season 4. It is literally the mature, like, actual nice harem show. It doesn't follow any, it doesn't rely on the cliches to keep it going. There you go, Trey. I can tell you this. It does not follow those cliches to a point.
Yeah.
Yay!
So now you have to find a show for me to watch so you can watch it.
I will
That's
get
why.
something for you.
It's one.
I know I need to see it myself, and I know I'm going to enjoy it, and I will recommend it. I will force it down your throats.
What?
No,
Damn.
It's,
What's the-
that's why I had to say that number 3 had to go to the best harem show that I know of with so many great characters. Date Alive.
Okay, I'm not even mad Asterisk Score got replaced, but Brandon, give me.
Get over here, man.
I fucking love you.
Go ahead, Nate. What do you got, dude?
All right, I will say this: like my top 3 animes, like they're very special to me. Like one is very part of my childhood. The other one I love it in high school. The other one I just love it in college and modern era. So I'm gonna start things off with the childhood. Love and Peace. Sound familiar?
Wait.
Trigun.
Bash the Stampede has arrived.
Yes.
No! Yes! Yes!
Johnny Young Bosch.
Johnny Young Bosch.
Johnny Young Bosch's first anime role. Oh,
See, Trey,
man.
this is why.
Oh man, I got into this out on a whim, and when I found out that it was Johnny Young Bosch voicing the character, I was like, huh. So he went from a Power Ranger to an anime voice actor. I want to see how this goes. The first episode, we see that Vashti Stampede is supposed to be this dangerous bounty hunter. It's supposed to be called a humanoid typhoon. But when we get to see him,
Come on, man. It's not that big of a deal.
hey, can you be a little less rough? Oh my god, like we just see this Vash as this buffoonery while we just see like the other characters like Meryl and Millie try to figure out why he's so dangerous, only to see his buffoonery personality. It was so hilarious. It wasn't until like I'm trying to remember, it was either episode 3 or episode 5 that we actually get to see Vash as a very serious gunslinger. That part, it just shows that, okay, there's his true nature. And what I love about it, the most of the time, it's just about those 2 reporters trying to find out who this guy is. It's mostly about this anime. But as we progress in the series, sure, there are some still silly moments, but as it progresses, it gets a little more serious and a bit dark. Especially when we get to Vash's backstory, which ironically, I found this out recently, that the young Vash is voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. That was impressive. And oh my god, the final fight between Vash and Knives. Oh jeez.
One of the best gunfights ever.
Yeah,
I know.
Fight me.
That one was just amazing to me. That is the reason that got me invested into like gunfights, because while I'm impressed with sword fights, gunfights are actually awesome.
It may not be Ononosuke from Bungo Stray Dogs, but god damn it, is that close.
Yes, it is. Oh my god, I am so dumb for not including that for anime part. fights. But actually, you know what? If we do Anime Fights Part 2, I'm definitely having that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we are. We will be doing that.
Yes.
I also had to give notes in the movie Badlands Rumble, which is
Yeah, I love Badlands.
it's a pretty good movie, though I am a little pissed off that most of the cast members from the original did not come back into this one.
Yeah, well, nothing to do with that, to be honest.
But also,
Yeah,
I just appreciate
nothing
the
to
fact that
do about it,
cast
considering Funimation was handling the dub for that one. Not surprised there. But other than that, I still love the movie. Plus, Trigun. If you're a fan of Johnny Unbossed, I definitely recommend this anime because it actually shows where he got his career from. It was a good launching point. It's very funny. It can be very serious. It has some badass gunslinging moments that a lot of gun users are going to appreciate. That's why I had to put Trigun at number 3.
Oh shit.
Oh, Nate.
Dude,
Hug me,
guys,
bro.
I'm actually
Hug me.
I'm giving me a headache. Okay, I'm actually getting a headache because of how hyped I am. Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Go, Nikki.
Go,
just
Nikki.
And
do
I
it.
have war
No.
tomorrow, which is
Same.
Some water, Kevin. Yeah.
Shit, I was like, what? Oh, it's okay.
Number 3. Oh, number 3. Yes. So for number 3, if you ever are starting to wonder about anime, especially with Isekai, I would recommend watching this first because I think it's definitely like it gives a slow start, but in a good way. Number 3, Log Horizon.
Brandon! Oh God, we are
Wow.
we are
How many
breaking-
times did you
Brandon jumped like 3 times.
Oh my God! this
Hey
man-
Brandon, how's it feel to be in my shoes?
Why the fuck did I forget about that?
Oh no! Oh my God! Guys, let's give Brandon a head pat. It's okay.
Wait, what just happened? Nikki, which anime did you say?
My number
he
3
put
is
Log
Log
Horizon.
Horizon.
Oh shit, that makes sense.
Wait, is
The
Nick
better SAO, fight me.
Brandon? We're gonna.
Oh no,
jump-
like that's
Brandon,
that's what I'm
that's a
saying.
fact.
That's
That's
what I'm
a
saying.
Okay, guys, come on.
No, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. You should watch that instead of SAO if this is your first time watching Isekai anime.
Okay.
I recommend watching this first because I mean this one, it's not as tragic because basically in this one the players are stuck into this new like video game world, and now instead of like trying to escape, like now they're trying to find a way to live with it. Like okay, so we're gonna make a new civilization out of it. We still have our powers and all that such, which I think is kind of nice. Like you know, like well, yes, it is a bit creepy, like oh, or creepy or terrifying. It's like oh well, you're trapped in this new world, but to adapt and also find a better way to live in it, I think it's kind of nice, especially with the characters, because it's in a way it's a very wholesome show. Like yes, it gets some action and does get serious now and then, but all in all, it's just fun to watch. It's like a nice little journey we get to see, not just the main characters, but we get to see the other guilds and other players in the game trying to make a new life in this world, and it's very nice. I mean, we got season 1, like you know, getting to know about the world and trying to live in it, and then I think season 2 as well. Like yes, they're slowly building a new civilization for them, and you know, there's a bit of prejudice as well. Like the NPCs of this world don't trust the players because it's like okay, they can't really die, but we can't really trust them as well. So that sort of thing. But
Season 3. Oh,
oh yeah. I mean, this is definitely just fun to watch, especially if you guys are new to anime or wanting to watch a isekai or even like a video game anime. Like, this is just fun to watch. And like, yes, there's the simple classes like, oh, there's a warrior, spellcasters, and assassins, but it's just fun to watch. You get to see the players having fun, forming a group together, and we get to understand more of the characters and maybe what it's like being in this world before trapped in it. So I recommend watching this, Log Horizon. Definitely not spoken a lot, but it should be spoken more as an isekai. Pretty much it was, the time it was released, alongside with SAO, I know, it was inspiration, and that's what inspired for all the other isekai animes to grow and to come to life.
Back.
I want to hug you, brother.
Oh my God, Brandon hugged so many people today. All right, let's go. Trey, go.
Go ahead, Trey.
All right, my number 3. Like I said, Kevin, you're gonna be happy. Seraph of the End.
Seraph of
Oh,
the
Trey, it's funny
Okay,
that you
okay.
mention it because I'm wearing the shirt.
Okay. You know what? I gotta put my foot down. What the fuck? You say it's a basic series. Now it's number 3. Trey, you are just trying to push me, man. But go, please, go. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Look, even though I said it's kind of average, it does do things averagely well. Like in the sense of like it's really good and solid for what it really is, and I honestly think it deserves a larger fan base than what it already has. Like it reminds me of Blue Exorcist in the sense like where you watch it, you're sure you're not getting anything new, but it's still good and it deserves a fandom of its own. But strangely, it doesn't really have that fandom outside of a few cult followings, as far as I know. But it's disappointing too in how it only got 2 seasons, even though its manga is still ongoing. Thank God for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that maybe they could end up going back to it like somebody did with Blue Exorcist, make a 3rd season of it that adapt more of what actually happened in the manga, and give it a proper series follow-up. Because I'm not sure how close it is to the end with the manga right now yet. I haven't fully caught up to it yet, unfortunately. But
I think it still has like four volumes or something like that.
Maybe. All right. Then either way, though, this series, like I said, deserves more attention from what it is because you don't really hear people talk about it anymore unless they're making gay Twilight vampire jokes.
Pretty much.
Who's your favorite character?
I don't think I actually. Shit, it's been a while since I last checked out Sarah for the end, but I forgot his name. The one that had a prequel to light novels.
Gurren Ichinosu.
Gurren Joe?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Okay.
I do not blame you.
Alrighty, so we're going to number 2s.
Oh man.
EVA.
Oh.
What do you got, man?
This is the underdog of the modern shonen world, or rather the tiger.
What?
Beast beneath the moonlight. Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh, I didn't even see that to be underrated.
It
It really is
It
underrated. I mean, first of all, I just love the fact that every single character is named after a real life historical writer, and their powers are based on one of the books they wrote. That is like nerd level detail. Then, of course, we have the characters as they are, and they are great. Every one of them is unique, which is a plus for me. But of course, the best ones are Atsushi, Obs,
Yes.
Kyoka,
Mm-hmm.
Dazai, and
Yes.
Akutagawa.
Oh man.
I mean, come on, you need the rivals to be together.
True.
And then I just love the story. You cannot get more down on your luck than Atsushi did at the start of this thing.
Oh.
Yet he still has that glimmer of hope. 3 seasons, weird comedy spin-off one. We're getting not only are we getting a 4th season, but the live-action movie of my favorite spin-off in all of manga, Bungo Stray Dog Beast.
Oh yeah.
January 7th. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait for season 4. This show needs more love.
I agree, and the movie was awesome.
I agree.
Oh,
One of my-
yes.
One of my coworkers is watching it in the break room when we were on our breaks at work.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, are you liking it?
Oh yeah, she loves it that much. She has her computer wallpaper and her phone home screen is Dazai.
It's because Dazai is.
Dazai is a Chad and a Sip at the same time, and it's hilarious.
It really
And
is.
his banter with Kurikina is so hilarious.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give one gripe. I'm praying. Season 4 opening, we don't get a goddamn flashback with Dazai. Like, look, I was good for season 2. Season 3 just didn't feel like it was needed. Now, if they do it season 4, I'm just gonna be like, guys, come on, I get it.
Yeah, it'll be their
Yeah, I
gimmick.
like Dazai, but even Element, he can be a bit overrated.
Back on track, we got this number 2 for us because Nicholas had to go to sleep early, so
Yeah. Night.
enjoyed that cut in.
That's funny. All right,
So-
but
What is your number 2, man?
okay. We don't get a lot of animes to talk about the Korea period. We don't talk about that, okay? And this show just it is an interesting fantasy. No one talks about it, and this girl with blazing crimson hair is a fucking badass with a bow. I am fucking talking about Yona of the Dawn.
Oh,
The
dude,
Dawn.
that's a good one.
Dude,
I remember you showing me a clip of it. It does have an interesting concept.
okay. I will admit I never heard of the show until CBR kept putting, top 10 characters that they would be better paired with this character. I keep seeing Yona from the show being paired with other characters like Ichigo, Izuku. I'm like, is she really that good? And then I watch the series and I go, holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit, this show's awesome. Okay? Like 2,000 years ago, a being called the Crimson Dragon comes to the Earth and bonds with humans, but when he dies, his brothers in heaven mourn him and decide he's gonna be reborn, and we're gonna have dragon warriors, 4 dragon warriors that will be reincarnated to protect the Crimson Dragon. 2,000 years later, we go to Yona. Admittedly, a spoiled princess. Okay, she had it all. Her father was king, and she had beautiful dresses, beautiful accessories, and her hair was blazingly beautiful, like literally red. I'm just like, beautiful. And then her cousin Sawan, comes to visit, and she's in love with him. Okay, she's in love with her cousin. Yes, she wants to marry him. Yes, okay, but it turns bad when it turns out Sawan murdered her father and wants to take the throne. And she's only saved thanks to Hawk. By the way, he's an awesome character. Hawk is awesome.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's
Chris
my
Pratt,
favorite.
he's awesome. Yeah. And so now the two are on the run, and this whole series is about her trying to figure out what to do. Like, what is she supposed to do now? Her life of luxury, her father, just all it's gone because of Sawan. And now she has to travel around the country finding these 4 dragon warriors. 4 people who have dragon characteristics that can help her because it's her destiny. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's really good. I mean, the combat is amazing for a 2015 show. I mean, the way Hawk fights is like, it's awesome. And the way they use this periodical weapons like poison arrows, catapults, that's awesome. And the characters, holy shit. Like Yona, I'm gonna say, guys, she's a waifu. She's awesome.
You know it.
From a spoiled princess to just an amazing character. Her growth is amazing. And yeah, she's dubbed by Monica Rial, but still, she is awesome. Hawk is an awesome guy who's in love with Fiona, but can't do it because, she's her princess and he's about to protect her. Giyu, he's a funny character because he's the White Dragon Warrior, voiced by Ian Sinclair, which is, Magna from Black Clover, with a dragon claw, who is simping for Yona. Shinha, best boy, voiced by Eric Vale, who's so shy, but his eyes, the dragon eyes, are just fucking amazing. Can paralyze someone to death and just see from long distances. Jeddah, who's a Slavi pirate who has their dragon legs that can make him jump so high he looks like he's flying. And then the yellow dragon warrior, who admittedly we only get like 5 minutes. Then we get Suwon himself. He's not a bad guy. Okay, he's not like he's doing it because he's as great. He genuinely wants to save the country because his uncle sucked. He sucked. He was a coward. He didn't like war. He didn't like any of that, and he let his country go to shit. So Sawan, he's an understandable antagonist, and we do see episodes of him trying to develop, and I like that. And this show can get dark. Like, we get things like child starvation. Like, we see a child die of starvation on screen, prostitution, death. Like, this show it's an amazing show. And opening 1, no lyrics, just authentic instruments being played, and I'm just like, that's awesome. It sucks we only got 2 seasons. This deserves a 3rd season. It's a movie. I don't care. Just this show needs love, guys. Like, you guys gotta watch it. If you love fantasy, if you love all that, watch the show. That's my number 2.
It's good. It was a good show.
Yeah.
For reverse harem, it was actually tolerable.
Oh yeah. Shinya's still best boy.
It's
okay.
so weird considering that a lot of reverse harems are liked but not talked about.
Yeah, or in high school.
True.
Okay. So.
All right. Trey, are you still here, buddy?
Yeah.
I want you to turn on your screens. I know you guys are gonna like this one that I have for my number 2.
Okay.
Mm.
It's the right time for me to tell you all. Parasite.
Oh my god.
Trey, dance. Trey, dance. Yeah, what the heck?
What's up with
Whoa.
that?
Whoa, racist attack, man. What the heck?
That's for making me remember so many deaths.
I know, man.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I do not blame him.
Yeah, well, you did that to me when you mentioned this on Anime Wars Part 2, so now we're even.
Damn.
No. Oh.
Ouch.
But yes, Parasite. Goddamn. This series, for being an anime that has a reboot, not a lot of animes have that. And Parasite the maximum set the bar with how they had this thing be dark, gritty, bloody, gory, depressing. Just it goes down a dark rabbit hole. It is not afraid to show it. It's like Devilman Crybaby levels of depression. It is just, the amount of characters is just so genuine. It's just, you don't know, like, just you never know, like, just simple concept, like aliens come down and start infecting people with little glowworm slugs going into their brains and turn them into like vicious looking monsters you would see in John Carpenter's The Thing, or like something out of like a Lovecraft gore. It's also just emotional. The scene that Trey remembers, and I know he remembers this part, that I remember it to this day. The whole idea about Shiki with the idea with that girl, with that little child, just, oh wow.
How he remembered his mother and the times he had with her in his dreams and had to accept the fact that she's not coming back, but he still has the memories to hold on to. And that represents his humanity coming back.
It's just, oh man, it hits people in the feels. I'm surprised that no one really talked about this a lot. It's, hell, I mean, we got even a live action adaptation of this anime. And it was actually fun to watch. The CGI was actually looked good. I mean, you also had like the scene where like that whole guy that has 10 different like worms inside of him, and he just goes full on Terminator inside the police station. I'm running away. Run away from that guy. It's just so tragic that nobody really talks about this anime. It was a fantastic show. The opening is great, the songs are great, the ending song is great. It's just really criminally underrated that nobody really talks about. Even if it's a horror one, it deserves more attention. So that's why Parasite has to go at number 2 for me.
Back.
So go ahead, Nate.
Well, time to get into the anime that I liked the most in high school. And that anime is Magi.
Magi.
Yes, this anime. This is pretty much, I stumbled upon this on a whim, and when I found out this is similar to Aladdin in a way, I'm like, okay, I might as well check this out. I love the Disney version of Aladdin. I might as well check it out. And man, I was not disappointed. It actually satisfied me. And it's so ironic considering the Disney version, it's pretty mild. While Magi, it's almost an accurate description of an Arabian life.
Who'd have
And
thought that?
it's pretty messed up.
Who'd have thought
Especially when we get to some of the backstories, like when we got to see Morgiana's backstory when she was like a slave. Ooh.
Best girl.
Yeah, easily. And I definitely love the other characters too. Alibaba, while he may be generic, I still think he works for the series that he's in. And Aladdin, oh my god, the funniest shit that Aladdin gets into. Oh my god.
The guy literally plops down in front of 2 girls and just like, yeah, I'm here. What of it?
Oh my god. And it just shows that this series is trying it literally shows that 3 of them try to have like a good life together, try to have an adventure, which eventually leads to them going to other kingdoms, especially running into Sinbad, the best boy of that series.
Yep.
Oh man, and it definitely shows a lot of good characters too, like Jafar and a lot of Sinbad's underlings too. And I have to admit, some of the villains are pretty interesting. I swear to God, Judar looks like Zareth, and yet he's voiced by Todd Havercorn for the dub. I'm like, okay, is this what Zareth would sound like if he has Natsu's voice? What the hell?
Da-da-da.
And I definitely love how, as the series progresses, it actually shows that some of the characters are maturing a bit more. Most of them are growing a bit, like Alibaba learning not to be not so selfish, Aladdin learning not to be so childish, Morgiana learning to be more bold and brave. And I definitely love how each of the growths really shows. Like, it shows the starting point for Labyrinth. I love like the adventures of Sinbad, showcasing like Sinbad's origin story, and the Kingdom of Magic. I know the season may not be as good as the first season, but I overall enjoyed it. It sucks that we never got more seasons of it, especially since I read most of the manga. And the manga, I had to admit, I enjoyed it. It was very good. And it had like a great conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad that this anime never got talked about a lot. I'm hoping that one day we get another season of it. I'm hoping for that. That's why I had to put Maki for number 2.
Good choice, dude. Good choice. What do you got to the top? Go on off of that, Nikki.
Number 2. A sound soul. A soul is the sound of the body and soul of the mind.
Are you kidding me?
No way. No fucking way.
Soul Eater is my number 2.
Oh my god, dude.
Nikki, you are my favorite person.
Well, first of all, you can't deny the opening. It's epic as shit. So it's like, oh, it's so fun to hear every time. And I just enjoy the animation, like the style as well. It's like a mixture. It's like fun, but also can be a bit eerie. Like it's like an anime Tim Burton would do.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I like that style. I don't know. I just like the look of it. Yeah, and I just liked how the world is set. I just also love the characters and like the bond between them. Yeah, it's power of friendship and all yada yada yada. But I like it when it's between the bond between the Meister and the weapon. So like yes, these are two different people, but yet they work together, and how they have to trust each other and also rely on each other and also have to work together. Otherwise, as we see sometimes, their powers will like hit each other. Like if you try to hold a weapon, it will burn or it will be too heavy and all that shit. But I definitely just like I definitely love the characters in that one, and of course,
What the app?
of course, I cannot deny the fact that this is awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
Oh yeah, no, this is just a fun anime to watch. I definitely like the how we get to know the characters, and then after that the plot thickens a bit, and especially I'm not spoiling that much, but especially when Medusa enters the series.
Yeah.
I think in that moment, whenever she's around, she's meant to mess with your head. Like mentally, I think it's supposed to terrify you, but at the same time, I think it's supposed to stress you, because we see her basically mind fuck most of the characters we know. And even if she's not around, she's there mentally messing with them. That just shows how much of a pain she is, but also how terrifying she can be. Like you rarely see these kind of characters now and then. Like, yes, we also have like the main villains, and then we also have Arachne. Like, yes, they're also fun to watch, but Medusa put that much impact on the people before things even went down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arachne, she's kind of bland for me in terms of
She was
villain.
bland. No, there's no being. She was bland. Okay, she was just
Which is
there.
why
for-
they should have went with the manga version. In the manga, Soul and Maka actually managed to eat her soul and make Soul Eater a death sight.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, the anime didn't compare itself with the manga, but it was still fun to watch, even though like the last few episodes and even the ending was a bit of cliche. I still enjoyed it, and I definitely like the But basically, the Halloween get of it is it's definitely fun to watch. I just didn't understand why people didn't talk about it as much. I mean, it was definitely fun to see, so I would recommend it. So there you have it.
Weird considering it was very popular back then, but now
Yeah,
so
well,
much.
it's just because of the second half of the anime just derailed from the
Yeah.
manga.
That's
all
also
good.
symmetrical.
Yeah. All right, Trey, who's your silver man?
Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
Huh.
Nobody fucking talks about it.
He does because we have Rent a Girlfriend.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Even you of all people who likes Rent a Girlfriend.
Okay, continue.
And I actually finally remember the main character's name, Sakta.
Yeah.
I got it right. Look, Sakata is an interesting character in this kind of look. The way Rascal Does Not Dream About a Girl Senpai, it starts off as your classic harem setup. You got the girls with the tropes, he's helping them out, etc., etc. Nope, it's not that. He hooks up with the first girl he helps out and manages to get a connection with, and also gives you this kind of sense. Sorry, my bad. It also gives you this kind of sense of realism and randomness that I feel like he would have probably hooked up with some of the other girls that were closer to his age, of course, if he had met them first before Mai. But either way, though, I still like his and Mai's relationship a lot.
Ha.
Just because I like the relationship doesn't mean she's better than Futaba. Shut up.
She is. I will die on this hill.
Hey, she's in a bunny girl suit. She is automatically best girl. Trey, fuck off. I haven't even seen the show, and I
will die on
already.
this hill, dude. I will die on this hill.
What hill?
My friend, that's a guess.
Another thing that is a strong suit of Rascal Does Not Dream of Getting Their Senpai, the dialogue. It's like they just make the characters feel like people. They don't act like over-the-top caricatures pretending to be people. They genuinely feel like people having conversations with each other. They genuinely feel like teenagers snarking at each other and letting puberty and emotions dictate how they feel in the moment.
Ouch.
He's not wrong.
I know, it's just funny to hear that. Puberty and emotions.
But you want to know something? The sad part is the only person I know besides you guys that talk about it and besides myself is Giguk. Giguk is the only motherfucker that is talking about this anime.
Yeah.
Hate that. Like, I'm glad he's giving it the love and respect it deserves. But for fuck's sake, guys, this show is actually pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie yet?
I plead the fifth, but
God damn it, dude.
Trey, you don't get to talk shit about best girls when you haven't seen the movie. You don't get to talk shit.
Oh yeah, did he pick Mataba over Mai?
Yeah, he did. It maybe almost want to punch my screen.
Glasses are better than bunny girl suits. Anyways, point is, Rascal Does Not Dream Bunny Girl Senpai. It deserves to at least have a fandom of it. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's not even barely any fan fiction of it. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Well, because you haven't written it.
Vampire is more fan fiction than this. How does that happen?
Trey,
Again, I don't know.
Trey, here's the thing. I have an idea for you. Write the fanfic. Then again,
I am not going to write for Rascal Does Not Dream Bunny Girl Senpai. I cannot get that dialogue right. I would not be able to.
That's true. The dialogue is kind of hard to
Yeah,
get.
plus for you to update it would be like it would take a quarter century for it to be updated.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Alrighty, here we go. Honorable mentions. What are the ones that
Oh shit!
missed the bar?
Give
World Trigger.
Afro Samurai.
Play more.
Da-da-da-da.
Mononoke.
Face Dandy.
Okay.
Witchcraft Works.
Digimon Frontier.
Angels of Death.
Bacano.
Welcome to Demon School, Irumaku.
Kekai Sensen or Blood Blockade.
Monster Girl Doctor.
Kaze no Stigma.
Death Parade.
Hero Tales.
Digimon Frontier.
Claymore.
Dimension W.
Freezing.
D. Greyman Hollow.
Noragami.
SSSS Gridman.
Panty, Stocking, and Garter Belt.
Dude,
You say okay, Trey. You don't get to judge my shows when you watch that shit.
It's funny.
It's stupid, but it works.
Brave 10.
Fairy Gone.
Ajin, Demi-Human.
Ancient Mage's Bride.
Roka, Brave of the Six Flowers.
Maji, the Labyrinth of Magic.
Zombie Lone.
Trinity 7.
The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Orient High School Host Club.
Ascendancy of a Bookworm.
No Guns Left.
Riddle's Story of Depthful.
Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor.
Freezing.
Seraph of the End.
Samurai Flamenco.
Rises of the Shield Hero.
How the hell is that
How the hell is that
underrated?
How is that
underrated?
Trey,
One,
do not
it's
Trey,
HM,
Trey.
and two, how is it underrated?
Okay, guys. I think I know what we should get Trey for the Secret Santa.
Brilliant! Honorable mentions. Come on.
Fine. Get him a dictionary next time.
Terraformars.
Plastic Man.
Kaze no Stigma.
Death Parade.
God of High School.
Whoa! No.
Oh.
Okay.
Nikki, you and I can have some talk later, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay underrated for that.
Okay, they have a good cast and good animation, but story-wise.
It's
Inuyashiki.
100.
100 what?
100.
What's 100?
Oh, fuck. Brandon, it's
I know. I'm just
it's
fucking
the,
with you.
it's the show that has even more fan service than Asterisk War. God damn it.
I know. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Oh boy.
Akashic Records of a Bastard Magic Instructor.
Afro Samurai.
Tower of God.
Really?
Huh.
Nobody talks about it.
Well, that's true, but it's just like I'm just surprised you mentioned the anime, and it's just like how good the web comic is.
I'm talking about the series overall. Shut up.
Magi.
Let's see.
Armed Girls Machiavellism.
Grave of the Fireflies.
Seraph of the End.
The hidden dungeon only I can enter.
The hidden, what the fuck?
Yeah, Trey, it's
It's
the
a-
harem show as
Trey,
well.
trust me,
It's
dude.
fun.
If you thought Asterisk War had a bunch of like harem cliches, you will not survive Hidden Dungeon.
That one is
It sounds like a hentai.
Trinity 7.
Parasite the Maxim.
Asterix War.
Sarah of the Ends.
The Asterisk War.
Kestis, the Roman fighter.
Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World.
Bakemonogatari series.
How the fuck is that underrated?
Dude,
You
it's
know,
actually it's actually really underrated. No one talks about it.
bullshit.
I'm serious.
Hey, you don't get to talk shit when you put fucking Shield Hero, Trey.
Gun X Sword.
Riddle Story of Devil. Digimon Frontier. Magical Girl Spekov's Asuka.
Damn.
a lot of mixed emotions for the ATMs.
At least none of us said interspecies reviewer.
Trey, if we had said that, I would have fucking killed myself right now.
We would have been demonetized right
I would have done what Tanjiro did and just slit my own throat.
That's actually going on my bad anime list when we ever do that.
Wait, oh.
Trey, you exhaust me. Let's move on. Come on.
Going off to number one. What is the most underrated anime series?
Okay.
Here's a shocker for you. Number one for underrated anime, Outlaw Star.
Oh,
Outlaw Star.
I am not
Okay.
surprised.
Okay.
Yes. Everybody talks about Cowboy Bebop. Few people talk about Trigun. Fewer people still talk about Outlaw Star. And that's a damn shame because I like that one a whole lot. I mean, first of all, actually has aliens on a sci-fi show. That's a bonus. That's a bonus for me. I feel like that's a must-have.
Okay.
Second of all, freaking caster gun. Need I say more?
Yes.
That thing is absolutely OP. Yeah. And even if it does cost him his life, it's gonna be worth it. The ship combat is fantastic. I mean, first of all, grappler arms for a ship. What were they smoking when they thought of that brilliant idea? Because I need that truck. Yeah. And the story is just so good. I love all the 5 main characters. Even the villains are sometimes good. Especially when they go on that stupid spa planet and the guy just tries to kill them, but he keeps getting drowned. Oh, it's hilarious. The comedy is gold. The action is great. The stakes are high. Why was this never given more recognition? I don't know. This is the one that is criminally underrated. I had to put it at number 1 because it's criminal that this show does not get as much love as it does.
I'm going to be real with you guys. This show blends 2D and 3D really well. These characters actually feel like heroes from comics. The main anti-hero is really great. The 2 main characters have the best dynamic, like Gon and Killua, and we are finally getting a season fucking 2. You better let our mighty ass roar, because Tiger and Bunny is number 1. Brandon, I think you didn't say much because you knew I was going to rant about this, and I'm glad for that. Like this show. Okay, like Brandon said, this show is DC while My Hero is Marvel, because this show tackles so many dark subjects. Okay, from trying to handle 2 jobs to love to fucking family abuse, even worse than Children for Todoroki. Just, I love that the main character, in a way, think of the main character like he was All Might. Like, instead of Izuku's perspective, we see it through All Might. That's what Kotetsu was. I love that. He's the one person who genuinely wants to help people. He doesn't care about the fame. He doesn't care about any of that shit. He wants to help. And I love that. Because everyone gives shit. He doesn't care. He wants to save lives. That is until his sponsor kind of dumps him because he admittedly screws the pooch a few times, and he gets a partner who has the same power, Barnaby. And Barnaby, yes, Brandon said he's a calm, cool, collected guy, but he's also pretty funny. Like,
Oh,
their
yeah.
banter is just easily the best part about it. You know, like their banter, like like I'm gonna tell you my favorite joke. Like, whatever, you stay there, little bunny. I'll get us out. Wait, what did you say? Did you just call me bunny? Yeah, because you have those cute little bunny ears. You're just like tiny little bunny. I'm not a bunny. My name's Barnaby. I am not a bunny. I'm a Barnaby. I'm like, okay, wow. Let's just clap. But it's also the other heroes get a chance to shine. Blue Rose went from a girl who wanted to quit being hero to be a singer to one that balances both. Dragon Kid starts to accept her femininity more. Skyhide learns how to love. Even freaking Origami Cyclone learns not to be afraid, you know, even though his power is just to turn into people. Like, this show really gives you this depth for these characters because they're not just heroes, they're people. And I love that. And I can't forget the main anti-hero, Lunatic. I can't say much because I don't want to spoil the Trey or Nate, but this guy makes Killer Stain look like a bitch. All right, I'm gonna say it right now. He has an amazing arc. His backstory is beyond fucked up, even more than Shoto. The action's also kind of realistic in the sense that you would see this in Marvel stuff. You know, as great as My Hero is, it's too shonen. You know, that's the thing. It's not bad, but it's just like,
You know it's a shonen. That's the thing.
Tiger and Bunny, you actually see characters have limits and stuff. You know, we see some of them screw up. They have time limits, and I love that. The first half was good because we get introduced to these characters. The second half got so fucking dark. And with episode 23, or 24, I told Brandon, I almost cried. And then 25 made me go, oh, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. The movie Rising was great because we get a character development from Barnaby and even Fire Emblem. And now we are getting season 2 in April. I cannot wait because this is awesome. And fun fact, Trey, Barnaby is dubbed by Yuri Lowenthal. Okay?
Holy shit.
Yes, it is Spider-Man, all right? And Kotetsu's dub voice is Renji from Bleach. Okay? We also got Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, Patrick Saget. Like, we get all these great characters.
Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham!
What?
So what I'm hearing is that My Hero needs to steal Yuri Lowenthal from Tiger and Bunny. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they have Lust.
I mean,
and,
to be fair, they got a lot of
Mustang.
voice actors in the recent seasons, so
So, yes, you guys, please give Tiger and Bunny a chance. It might not be as big, grand scale as My Hero, but it definitely has like this deep layer of what it means to be a hero. Okay. It's just,
All right, but if he ain't better than Bugs Bunny, I'm not happy.
okay, you know what? Fuck, I'm out.
I don't regret that. I don't regret it at all.
Oh, Trey.
Is
This is why-
Kevin done with Tiger and
Yes,
Bunny?
I'm done, and I'm also done. I'm not even gonna write any of Trey's one shots. Fuck this.
This is why I miss these meetings, guys. All right.
Number one before my regret gets bigger.
No, you're gonna love this number one because this is something that me and my coworker Philip we love to death. It was so great. The opening songs and ending songs are fan-fucking-tastic. And when I heard about season 2, it was so deep. And I so want them to show more of this fantastic male character. Because Fuko
Oh,
no guns Gun's life.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course. I had a feeling.
Oh, fuck you, Trey.
God, he just wanted me and Kevin.
No Gun's life is by far the most underrated anime I have ever seen. The characters are fantastic. The art style is amazing. It blends both 2D and 3D almost seamlessly. Oh my god, the ending song of season 2, New World, is so good. Just Juzo's character, there's a reason why he was my number one protagonist in the anime heroes list. Because he doesn't see anything else about him as being like a weapon. When he killed off his brothers, Nate, Kevin, you know this. He doesn't know what he wants. He was just doing what he was told to do. But now he actually thinks. He's thinking for himself. And my god, it was just literally the first part we see his power. He literally not even powered up. He derails a train. But it's also, he had his gun. Fires off the most epic flash that was like a flare from the ground. He is powerful. He is a powerful man, but he is broken. It is just, he doesn't know what he wants. And it's just so damn insulting that corporation manipulated him in doing that. It was just, oh, I wanted. You think it was going to end after season 1, but Nate, I will tell you this: you are not prepared what happens in season 2.
I mean, from what I've seen in season 1, I'm like, okay, as much as I freaking hate Mahito, corporation's at a whole fucking level.
It is just because the fact of the things they do to him and they do to the group around him. The soundtrack is amazing. The art style is just, it's grim, it's gritty, but it has good comedy. Juzo is just, his weakness is girls. That is just, he is this badass, he's this badass motherfucker with a gun for a head,
Oh
and
my
he's
god, yeah.
weak to females.
I seriously want a crossover with that and Hellboy, because I can see both Juzo and Hellboy having like a funny dynamic with each other.
It is just perfect. This anime is so underrated. It's tragic. The manga is over. You have the source material ready for you at your disposal. Give it to us. Do a movie. I don't care. It is just so dear to me that it's just, this anime is just, it blends the cyberpunk style so nicely, and it gives you a heart inside the machine. That's why I had to put it as number 1. No Gun's Life is the most underrated anime.
Brandon, thank you. And Trey, now you owe me and Brandon, you have to watch season 2.
All right.
Go ahead, Nate.
Oh man. This number 1, even though I got into like this one more recent than Magi, it still managed to click with me because it was able to fix what its previous series failed and all that. It's a no-brainer. Trey started off with his entry with this anime. I'm going to be ending up my list with this anime, Eden Zero.
Future.
What you say?
Yeah.
The book ends with the future. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, I was skeptical about hearing about this new project that Hiro Mashima is working on. I was skeptical because of how Alvarez Empire arc ended.
Trey, what the fuck
I
was
know,
that?
Trey. I know.
No, I'm just saying, like, everything Nate's saying is exactly how I felt too.
Yeah.
It's how everyone felt, dude. Come on.
Yeah. But I decided to give a few chapters some chance to see how it goes. All right, it has like a bit of an interesting start, but as it continues, I just ended up loving it more and more because Hiro Mashima, while he did have some cliches in there, he was able to break some boundaries. He was able to do stuff that he could not do in Fairy Tail.
Like, talk about racism, talk about slavery, talk about, like, he went beyond with all, like, the dark stuff in devs. Oh, man. And when I found out that the anime adaptation is coming out, I knew I was going to stick around for it, because I knew the anime was going to nail it perfectly. And I had to admit, the dub casting, it was very good. Sean Chiplock, I would say that his voice role as Shiki is definitely my favorite. I wish this was his more iconic role than Subaru, if I had to be honest. Then we had like Kira Buckland as Rebecca. While I do have some problems with her dub voice, I still think that she did a decent job, especially when part 2 came around.
How dare you mock Euless, you bastard.
I wasn't trying to mock her, okay? But anyway, Ray chases White Steiner. That was a surprising casting choice, and yet it works. We got Laura Stoll. We got a lot of great voice actors in this. Even though I will admit, as much as I can praise on Eden Zero, there are some characters I do not like. Well, I do not like Justice because I feel like he's a bit worse than Jalal, if I had to be honest.
Oh yeah, he is. He's even more annoying.
Yeah, he is, especially in the manga. Oh my god, what happened? The other ones, well, Madame Cornite, fuck that bitch for what she did.
She got what was coming.
Yeah, and Muller, fuck that monster.
What did you do to Hermit?
Ugh. Props to Hiromashima for making some of these characters hateable, but man, did he went too far with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was because he said the problem with Fairy Tail's villains, people sympathize with them too much. So he leaned hard into the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, he props to that. Like, I think the best example of it was with Draken Joe, who is probably my favorite villain in that series.
I like Shira. Kevin, you're gonna like Shira.
I'm not listening. I'm playing Smash.
Oh man, some of like the other arcs and the other series that Eden Zero brought in, like at first the arc started off okay, it's basically like, oh, we're gonna go on a fun adventure. Ever since Sun Jewel arc, things started to get a bit dark. And you think it was gonna end there? No.
Nope.
It gets a bit more dark with each progressing arc. Even the recent ones, even if it may start off calm, I can tell some dark stuff is gonna come. Especially after the Nero 66 arc, which surprised me in the end. And another thing I had to praise about it, the power systems in it. It is so creative. Like Shiki's gravity powers, it's so good. Rebecca's powers, it's so unique in the manga. Homura's definitely has one of my favorites, and Weiss's, I have to say, Weiss's Machina Maker is my favorite because he literally is like an anime version of Tony Stark with that power. Let's be real.
He made an Iron Man suit.
Okay, well, no. He didn't make it. He magicked it. So he's not an inventor. He's a fake.
Yeah, but that's the point for Weiss Steiner. He's like trying to be like a hero even though he fails at it. But man, I want to talk more about this, about Eden Zero, because it is so underrated in terms of the manga, and we got like an anime version of it, which I'm hoping that with upcoming seasons, it may get more attention to it. Who knows what might happen? And again, I want to talk more about it, but I don't want to give anyone away about how great and how underrated this anime is. It's like Trey and Brandon said, this is far better than Fairy Tail because it improved on the story, improved on the characters, the world building, the moments, and even some of the fights that they have. That's why I had to put Eden Zero, even though it's more recent, I had to honor it for number 1.
Good choice, regardless, man. What do you got there, Nikki?
Well, this is definitely an underrated shonen anime, and I think it should be mentioned more often. But number 1 for me goes to Buso Renkin.
What?
Buso Renkin?
Buso Renkin.
Oh, Buso Renkin. It took me a little bit to remember that. Now I remember. Yes, it is an underrated shonen.
Yep. So, I mean, from the start, the anime itself is pretty dark. We pretty much have the pretty much the story goes that we have the group of humans known as the Alchemist Warriors are up against the Homunculus. So that's what they were up against. And already our main character gets killed and is brought back to life with a pretty much a device that's now in his body as a replacement for a heart, but at the same time it's his weapon. I mean, we kind of get like, you know, like sort of like I don't know if I would call him optimistic, but Kazuki Muto, not related to Yuki Muto, he is the main protagonist of this show. And he fights alongside with, shit, I already got her name, Tokugami, I think her name was?
Yeah, it's been a while, I can't remember.
Yeah, but basically she's like the tsundere of the anime. And they fight against certain types of enemies, homunculus included. But Kazuki, yeah, although he's pretty much brought into this fight that he's not aware of or doesn't want to be involved with, he is definitely, I would say, sympathetic, because even if he's fighting against these enemies, he realized that these things were also once humans or once living beings or animals, now just been remodified. He feels sorry for them because he knows that they're like, that he pretty much lost his own life, but he's thankful that he pretty much was saved in a way. He doesn't want to take a life, and we see him trying to talk to his enemies now and then, but it does end in vain, especially when he also fights against pretty much his arch nemesis and his rival, Papillon.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's a form of respect, but he does what he can, not only to defend those that he loves, but also trying to convince his enemies to stop fighting, which is, I mean, I don't know if this is prejudice, but basically he's trying the best that he can to basically stop the fight, but will do what he must to defend himself. And we kind of see that conflict as well, especially with the Alchemist Warrior group, because later on he is trained by someone called Bravo. Even like pretty much he's the captain of the group. Even Bravo says like, well, you have to do this or that. It's one way or the other. It's black and white. But there's definitely conflicts, especially inside the group and the organizations. But you definitely would feel sorry for both sides because you don't know like what these people are fighting. Yes, the homunculus are villainous, but some of them are like, well, yeah, but I'm fighting for this reason. And because of that, you would think like you would feel sorry for them. You would not want them to see them fall. So I don't know why this anime wasn't talked about, especially being a shonen. Shonen animes are known to be like popular and well talked about, but for this one, it's rarely heard of.
Yeah,
so,
it's like nobody even remembers it.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely is worth watching, especially if you'd like to see like the feeling, well, not feeling sorry, but you want to feel empathy between two sides. So Booster Rankin is definitely my number one with underrated animes.
Nice. Alrighty, Trey, how can you wrap this up, dude?
Just,
Yep.
Did Nick just finish his?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna be quick with mine because I'm gonna start eating in a minute. My number one choice is Noragami.
Noragami.
Oh.
Nice, buddy. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay, the setting, how I got introduced to Noragami was honestly through its openings. And when I looked at its openings, I wasn't sure what to expect. It looked like emo, edgy crap, kind of like the DMC reboot. But then I watched the first episode and my expectations were completely subverted. Yato is a fucking goofball. Its setting felt like Percy Jackson meets Bleach. Like you have gods vanquishing spirits in the service of humans. Amazing. Yato, a so-called fortune god who is actually a former god of calamity, trying to make a new fresh start with himself, but nobody's willing to hire him because they see him as a screw-up. When in reality, he just uses that personality to kind of push people away because he's scared of, getting close to people while desperately wanting that closeness. And I like that kind of idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's manga, I think it's on hiatus at this point. I haven't caught up with the manga, but I enjoyed the anime.
Yeah, it's on a break.
Yeah, and I don't know how long it's been on break, but I think it's been on break for a while, and that's a sign that people really aren't giving it the attention that it honestly deserves.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number one choice, and I honestly hope that people start giving Noragami more of a chance again.
Oh my fucking god, Noragami. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it is underrated.
I just came back, so wow.
All right. I'm about to get off in a minute, but thanks. It was nice seeing you guys again, man.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh, hopefully we'll see you again in the future.
All right.
Alrighty.
Holy shit, I did it.
Alrighty. Well, this was an interesting list. I will
Yeah.
say.
But it lasted 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's also because we really had to like get things situated and all that. But
Yeah.
we'll probably get back into our normal groove of things because the next week I'm actually still be working Friday, so won't be doing a video that week. For the week after that, I have 2 videos in mind that I'll probably decide on soon, which is either top 10 movie/TV monsters, or also we talked about the rival to this one. We talked about Pokemon. Might as well do top 10 Digimon.
Oh!
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
But
dear.
the thing is though, because February I will announce the videos for those because that's more of like the Valentine's Day kind of thing. So we will be doing comic book heroines in honor of that, but also top 10 anime ships, both canon and non-canon.
Oh, that's where the salt's gonna kick in.
Because I
Wow.
will say this, because I did listen to everyone's here on the channel's feedback, and now that winter animes are starting to calm down, and actually we're gonna go into the spring and summer pretty soon. In March, we will be doing Anime Wars Part 3.
Oh,
I feel that's a good enough time because we took a break from that to let other anime titles come out and we can talk more about that. That'll probably be a year thing now, and not just the like randomly. It'll just be like we'll let the anime titles situate, and then starting like probably like the midpoints of like between spring and winter, that'll be a good chance to talk about the ones of that year and the ones starting out from that.
Okay, that's gonna be fucking hell, but okay.
Yeah, it will be, but we'll see how many titles are there. So
Yeah.
that's what we have for right now. But be sure to subscribe to figure out which series that we're going to be doing next in the future. I'm the Dark Viewer, guys. We are everyone here in the shadows. We are back in business here in season 3 of our stuff here on the channel. So have a good night, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.